Well, my name is Bill Binney. I'm a former NSA employee. I worked at NSA for about 36 years, 4 in the military and 32 as a civilian.
So you know the system?
Yes, pretty much.
So basically, you know the system from inside out.
Right.
For most of your working life.
Yes.
The conclusion you came to was?
Well, I mean, I helped design some of the systems that they're using currently. So I built in processes that would protect the privacy of everybody in the world, basically. But they removed those, and so the problem was they went to, as Dick Cheney put it, the dark side. And the dark side is basically what Stasi and KGB and Gestapo and all kinds of totalitarian states down through history since Caesar Augustus have done, and that's collect information on everybody, every citizen in their realm.
So what they're doing now would be a Stasi stream?
I refer to NSA as the new Stasi Agency, because the Stasi would keep files, written files on people. NSA is keeping electronic files. Now, they may not be using them now, but they're stored there for a very long period.
The most modern technology.
Yes, it's much more effective, it's more complete, it's more up to date, it's more easily...
More fear.
Yes, they do use fear-mongering as a way of supporting continuation of mass surveillance and all the things that they are doing. But first of all, in my country, there is no war. The only body that can declare war is Congress, and they haven't. So there isn't any war. It's a manufactured statement of war to try to justify the accumulation of large amounts of money to spend and build the government, and the basically what Eisenhower had warned against in 1961 when he was leaving office. He had warned against the military-industrial complex. Well, this is the military-industrial intelligence complex. And it is trying to grow, and it has too much undue influence in government. In fact, no government in the world can trust their own intelligence agencies.
And aren't they kind of, my impression is this whole war on terror might be just a big theater game? Like a big...
yes, I think you're...
smoke screen.
Yeah, I think you're...
they're using these files on these people to make them scapegoats, like just with Charlie Hebdo.
Well, but also to get the kind of money and backing that will help them build an empire of intelligence, and that simply grows more influence. It's like what we would refer into our country as J. Edgar Hoover on super steroids. See, J. Edgar Hoover was the director of the FBI for like 30-some years. And he was there and stayed there because everyone in Congress was afraid to challenge him, and everyone in the White House. They were all afraid to challenge him and get rid of him. Well, the reason was because they either knew he had something on them or they feared that he had something on them. So it was the fact that he had knowledge or that they thought he did. So that gave him power over them. And that's what's happening now with the government. It's the idea that they can see and monitor everything you're doing. That makes everybody afraid of the government. So that's how you control people. You make them afraid.
And isn't that the clue? The people wake up that their own secret services are, basically setting up this kind of theater game?
It should be. It should be. That should be the clue, that people should wake up and realize what's happening. Because they don't, I mean, one day they'll wake up and they won't have their democracies anymore.
So my idea was to give a theater prize, for the best inscenation, for the best theater piece in this coming, starting with 9/11. It's obviously somehow, inscenated.
It's like the Fickle Finger of Fate award, yeah.
So should we give like an Oscar or something to these guys instead of
for a good act, you mean? Yeah.
For the best act in the last 15 years, kind of.
For sure, they've certainly buffaloed a lot of people, and they're certainly continuing to do that. No one's challenging them, not enough people anyway.
So maybe by giving them the prize, people might wake up, it is a theater game.
That might be a good tactic to try.